Hello students, welcome to geography class. Today we will continue chapter 20 atmospheric moisture. In the last class we have discussed the following objectives. Number 1, moisture in the atmosphere. Number 2, evaporation, factors affecting the rate of evaporation. Number 3, humidity, kinds of humidity. Number 4, factors affecting relative humidity. Number 5, importance of relative humidity. And at last we discuss the horizontal distribution of relative humidity. Today we will discuss from page number 308 to page number 311. The objectives of today's class are to study about condensation, forms of condensation, and to study about clouds and classification of clouds. Condensation is the change of physical state of matter from gaseous form to liquid form. Condensation is the most often referred word in the water cycle. The water cycle, also known as hydrological cycle, describes the continuous movement of water on, above and below the surface of the earth. Water moves from one place to another, such as from river to ocean and from ocean to the atmosphere by the physical processes of evaporation, condensation and precipitation. In doing so, the water goes through different forms: liquid, solid and vapor. Condensation can be defined as the change of state of water vapor to liquid water when in contact with the liquid or cold solid surface. Moisture that is lifted over a layer of sub-freezing air at any surface may condense into clouds. Eventually, the cloud droplets will grow large enough to form raindrops and descend over the earth. Let us discuss the technical terms for today. The first term is condensation, the process by which water vapor changes into water is termed as condensation. Dew point, the temperature at which the air gets fully saturated. It means that the temperature at which the relative humidity becomes 100%. Condensation nuclei or hygroscopic nuclei, dust particles, smoke and salt particles on which the water vapor condenses to form raindrops are called condensation nuclei or hygroscopic nuclei. Number 4, adiabatic change. A change in the temperature which takes place due to ascent and expansion of air. Saturated air, air which is fully moist. It means that the air has 100% relative humidity. It means that the air cannot hold more moisture. Unsaturated air, the air which is not fully moist. Dry adiabatic rate, the rate at which temperature decreases in rising unsaturated air is called dry adiabatic rate. Wet adiabatic rate, the rate at which the temperature decreases in rising saturated air. Number 9, dew. Condensed water vapor on cooler surface or any solid object like stones, grass, plants, leaves, etc. Dew is called ओस की बूंदें in Hindi. Frost. Frozen dew formed when the temperature decreases below freezing point, mostly in winters. Fog. A type of cloud formed at or near the ground in winters. Mist. A kind of fog in which the visibility is more than 1 kilometer but less than 2 kilometer. It means that mist is light fog. Number 13. Clouds. Cloud is a mass of minute droplet of water or tiny crystals of ice formed by condensation of water vapor in the free air. Precipitation. Falling of condensed water droplets and ice in the form of rainfall, snowfall, hailstones, etc. Cirrus cloud. The highest cloud which are feathery or hair-like in appearance. Cumulus cloud. Cumulus clouds have flat base and fluffy round top. They look like cotton floating in the air, or they look like cauliflower in appearance. Next term is stratus cloud. Low altitude cloud that cover the whole sky in a blanket of white or grey. They are mostly featureless. Nimbus cloud. Rain bearing cloud which are dark in color. Means nimbus cloud are the rainy clouds. Now all of you please open your book at page 308. We'll start from condensation. The process of change of state from gaseous to liquid or solid is known as condensation. When the moist air is cooled, its capacity to hold water vapor is exceeded by the actual water vapor present in it. The temperature at which saturation occurs is called dew point temperature. Condensation results from cooling around very small particles of dust, which is called condensation nuclei. Particles of dust, smoke and salt particles are also called hygroscopic nuclei because the water drops are formed around them. Now let us see. Condensation depends on some conditions. The first condition for condensation is the temperature of the air should fall below dew point. Number 2, when the volume of air is increased without addition of any heat. Number 3, when a joint change in temperature and volume reduces the moisture holding capacity of the air. And at last, when additional moisture is added to the air by evaporation. So in these 4 conditions, condensation can take place. Now we have the next topic, adiabatic temperature changes. It means that when the temperature decreases due to ascending air or expanding air without any addition of heat or without the subtraction of any heat, it is called adiabatic change. There are 2 types of adiabatic change. Number 1 is dry adiabatic change or rate, and second is wet adiabatic rate. Dry adiabatic rate is the decrease of temperature of unsaturated rising air, and wet adiabatic rate, from the word wet we can say that it is the rate of decrease of temperature in saturated air. Now we will study about the different forms of condensation. Condensation can take place in the form of dew, frost, fog, mist, and clouds. Let us discuss all these 5 forms of condensation with the help of some pictures. The first form of condensation is dew. Water vapor present in the air condenses and is deposited in the form of droplets of water on the cooler surface of solid objects such as stones, grass blades, and plant leaves. This is known as dew. Dew is formed under clear sky, long nights, calm air where there is high relative humidity and the temperature should be above the freezing point, because below freezing point frost is formed.